Welcome class to lesson 2-7. Our goal today is that strong mathematicians can use the distributive property to multiply two-digit by one-digit numbers. So take out your notebook, your pencil, write today's date, and let's begin. So box 1 of your notes, we're talking about what is the distributive property. Well, you can multiply a sum by a number, or you can multiply each addend by the number and add the products. The results are the same. So there are different ways of what we can do to solve a multiplication problem or see how that distributive property works in our examples. Partial products, well, we know products are answers, so partial means sum. So the products of the ones or hundreds or tens or hundreds and so on in a multi-digit multiplication. So we've kind of been using partial products when we use the area model. And now we're going to see how that distributive property plays into this. So you can pause the video, write these notes down, and we'll begin. So when we look at the distributive property compared to the area model, you're going to see that there's a lot of the same things that are there, just another way of seeing it, another way of writing it. So first off, 3 times 74 is the problem. So when we look at 3 times 74, we're going to break down 74 into two parts that we have in the past. It should be 70 times 4. What this means is that I'm going to take 3 times 70 and 3 times 4, and when I'm done, I'm going to add them together. And in a sense, that really looks like what we've been doing all along with the area model. So we know that 3 times 70 equals, and 3 times 4. We'll solve our ones, that equals 12. 3 times 7 tens is 21 tens, so that means I would have a 0 in my 1 and 21 tens. I'm going to add those numbers up. 210 plus 12. When I add those together, I get 222. So 3 times 74 is 222. So you can pause the video right now and add this example to your notebook to help guide you about what is the distributive property. As you can see, just a small difference from where we had from yesterday. Today, notice we're using less steps. Which way, the more we understand it, the less steps we can use to help kind of show our work. So now we're going to try the same thing. We're going to use the algebraic notation method to solve. There are 7 members on the school's golf team. Each golfer hit a bucket of 68 golf balls at the driving range. How many golf balls did the entire team hit? So we have a multiplication. We have 7 members out there. They're swinging. They're hitting 68 golf balls. So how many golf balls did the entire team hit? So if you look at this, we remember that our 7, we're going to multiply our 7, and we'll break down our 60 plus our 8. So what we're going to times those numbers. We're going to times 7 times 60, and 7 times 8. So when we do that, 7 times 60, or 6 tens, would be 42 tens, so 420. 7 times 8 is 56, which means we're going to have an answer of 420 plus 56. When we add those two numbers up, a lot easier to add up and down for me, so I'm going to add this like this. We've got 6, we've got 7, and we've got 4. We have 476. But we know it's a word problem, so we have to give it a label. So I go back to my question. How many golf balls, we'll fix that right now, did the entire team hit? So it'd be 476 golf balls. So you're going to pause the video, write this example down, really focusing in on the algebraic notation method to really help us out with that. So right now, you can try to break down this part of your video about the distributive property. So you write this number in expanded form. Yep, I think we might see that this should probably be a plus sign, I'm guessing. So in a sense, we're going to fix that. Probably fix that in our example as well. But pause the video, give your best shot to answer these. If you're not sure, start with the area model and kind of work your way backwards like we did on our example. Here's a word problem to do that same type of skill. Said there are 9 members on the school's baseball team. Each player hit a bucket of 37 baseballs at practice. How many baseballs did the entire team hit? So we can have it set up for you. So see, can you put those numbers into those spots? And when you're done, if you're not sure, or to double check with another method, use that area model to see if you can get it correct. So pause the video right now, give it your best shot. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to jot those down and share those out. Also, if you have any strategies that you use to help you, make sure you include those as well. Thanks for another great lesson.